Alright guys, today we are gonna be reacting to the top 10 places to visit in Russia. Jump in.
What's up guys, my name is Ryan Shirley and I want to show you some of my favorite places in the beautiful country of Russia. So here's my Russian top 10. Russia is home to some of the world's most stunning landscapes. The country is full of incredible scenery, intriguing history, and some of the world's most peculiar places. From the coast of the Black Sea to the mountains of Siberia, Russia just has so much to offer. For our first location, we're going to head to the Kamchatka Peninsula. Now this may be one of the most wild and beautiful places in all of Russia.
Beautiful.
It's a sea-battered land dotted with over 160 volcanoes. It's basically Russia's version of Iceland with a little bit of Alaska. The volcanic peninsula is home to bears, killer whales, and some of the most stunning places I've ever seen. The largest active volcano on the peninsula in all of Eurasia is there. I won't even try to pronounce it. It stands an impressive 4,750 meters tall. The capital of the peninsula is Petropavlovsk. It's an impressive city that is dwarfed over by massive volcanoes. There are no roads from mainland Russia that lead to Kamchatka, so the best way to get there is by plane. I think this may be one of the most beautiful yet undiscovered places in the world. After Kamchatka, we're going to head over to Siberia. Siberia is just this massive
Where my wife is from Siberia.
region. It makes up more than 3/4 of Russia's land area. Siberia is just this massive region. It makes up more than 3/4 of Russia's land area, but only about 25% of Russia's population lives there due to its remoteness and harsh weather. One of the craziest places in Siberia in all of Russia is Lake Baikal, located in the southern part of Siberia. Lake Baikal is the largest freshwater lake in the world. It contains more than 20% of all the world's fresh water. I mean, take that in for a second. It's also the world's deepest lake with a depth of 1,642 meters. It's home to one of the only freshwater sills. During the winter months, the ice can freeze to be 2 meters thick. One of the easiest ways to get across is with a hoverboat, or you can have a winter workout and ice skate on the world's largest ice rink. The
I'm not doing that, man. Not doing that. I have too much respect for nature.
Island is the third largest island on the lake, and it's home to Lake Baikal's most famous landmark, the Shaman Rock. There are also several vibrantly colored ritual poles that hold a sacred significance to the native people. After Lake Baikal, we're going to visit the Altai Mountains. This mountain range is nicknamed the Switzerland of Siberia, and I totally understand why. I'm just blown away by the scenery here. Altai Mountains are a mountain range that is located not only in Russia, but also extends to Mongolia, China, and Kazakhstan. Altai translates to Golden Mountain, and I have to say that the Altai scenery lives up to its name with its unique colors and golden vegetation. The tallest point in the Altai is the Beluka Mountain. It stands at an impressive 4,509 meters tall. One of the best places to see the peaks is from the Glacier Lake down below. Another incredible spot in the Altai is the Aktru Valley. It's a stunning glacier valley that is dwarfed over by this uniquely shaped mountain. I mean, it'd just be so cool to camp there. I mean, who would have thought Russia looks so much like Switzerland?
This is crazy. This is beyond what I expected.
Another stunning place in Siberia is the Ergaki Nature Park. Now it's located in the western Sayan mountain range, more than 14-hour stride from the Altai Mountains. Now Ergaki might as well be called the Dolomites of Russia because that's what they remind me of. It's a beautiful park full of impressive peaks and alpine scenery. One of the coolest features of Ergaki is the Brothers Rock Formation. It creates an almost perfect parabola. I mean, just
how is that? How in the hell how nature created such thing like this? Like, this is perfect.
Such a cool shape. Ergaki is just another one of Russia's many hidden gems. I hope y'all can see. After, we're going to head over to the Pacific Ocean to the port city of Vladivostok. When you look at where the city is on the map, it's in a very peculiar spot. It's located right in the southeastern tip of Russia. It's right next to China, and it's just a 4-hour drive to the border of North Korea. I mean, I'm just really impressed with this city. It's so green and has beautiful surroundings of the coast. Vladivostok is the largest Russian port on the Pacific Ocean. It marks the end of the Trans-Siberian Railway. It's a 7-day journey all the way back to Moscow. Now, the forests and mountains around Vladivostok are home to the incredibly rare Amur, leopard, and Siberian tigers. Anyways, Vladivostok is such an interesting Russian city. I hope you can see someday. Now afterwards, we're going to take that 7-day train ride across Russia to Moscow. In the central part of the country, Moscow is the world's northernmost and coldest mega city. It's also Europe's second most populous city with over 12.4 million residents. One of the most impressive places in Moscow is the St. Basil's Cathedral. It was completed in 1561 under orders of Ivan the Terrible. I mean, it has such a unique look with its colorful onion-shaped domes. Now, right next to the cathedral is the Moscow Kremlin. It's a fortified complex that was completed in 1495. It serves as the official residence of Vladimir Putin, so it's basically the Russian equivalent of the White House.
Look at that! Wow, it's like a little castle in the corner too. Look at that.
One of the most stunning buildings is the Moscow State University. It reminds me of a scene straight out of a Batman movie. I mean, there's just so many intriguing places to visit in Moscow. What a wild place. Moscow is also a great starting point to visit the Golden Ring of Russia. Now, the Golden Ring is a loop of some of the country's most picturesque and historical towns. You'll find no shortage of the classical onion dome churches. To do the loop, you can start in Moscow and make the 12-hour journey as you visit the 8 charming towns that make up the Golden Ring. Now, one of my favorite towns on the route is Suzdal. It's one of the oldest towns in Russia and was founded back in the 11th century. I really like the cathedral.
Damn, that's old. That is old. 11th century, that's old.
Of the Nativity with its blue domes dotted with stars. Another impressive town on the Golden Ring is Kostroma. It's the farthest one from Moscow, and it's home to an impressive Ipatevsky monastery that was founded back in the 13th century. I mean, there's just so many fascinating places to visit. So if you're in Moscow, definitely recommend checking out the Golden Ring. Now after, we're going to head over to the Caucasus Mountains. The mountain range stretches from the Black Sea all the way to the Caspian Sea. Now the Caucasus Mountains are home to the tallest mountain in Europe, Mount Elbrus. Now located in the southwestern part of Russia, stands this massive 5,642 meter high stratovolcano. It's a dormant volcano, and the last eruption was in 50 AD. The mountains in the area remind me a lot of the Swiss Alps. I just can't believe how big they are. If you want to hike to the top, the easiest way is by taking up the cable cars up to around 4,000 meters in elevation and then taking the normal route. I'd love to summit the mountain one day. After Mount Elbrus, we're going to head to the Russian Riviera to visit Sochi. Now, located on the eastern coast of the Black Sea, Sochi is home to one of the best climates in all of Russia. Thanks to the sea, it maintains a subtropical climate. Sochi is famous for having a great coastline, and it hosted the Winter Olympics back in 2014. The beachside area of Alder is where the Olympic Park is located, and it's just full of wonderful attractions. Now, what's great about Sochi is its access to the mountains. Just a 40-minute drive from the coast can take you to some of Russia's greatest ski resorts where the Winter Olympics took place. Now, for our last location, we're gonna
I am beyond belief when it comes down to this scenery. It's amazing how beautiful Russia is. Wow.
Head to the beautiful city of St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is located at the end of the Baltic Sea. It was founded back in 1703 after Russia captured it from the Swedish colonists. Today is one of Russia's most thriving cities and receives millions of tourists each year. I love all the canals. It reminds me of a mix between Amsterdam and Venice. Now, one of the most famous spots is the Peter and Paul Fortress. It was the original citadel of St. Petersburg and was finished in 1740. St. Petersburg is also home to the Lakta Center, which is the tallest building in all of Europe with a height of 462 meters. You can also check out the sites such as the Palace Square or many of the city's beautiful gardens. Anyways, St. Petersburg is such an incredible city. You gotta visit. Well, that is it for my Russian top 10. I mean, there's just so many beautiful places in Russia. I'll have to make a part 2. Let me know where your favorite place in Russia is in the comments below. I also started a relaxation channel where I post hour-long films with calming music to bring some peace and nature in your life. I'll be releasing a Russian video soon. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you later.
Beautiful indeed. I'm sorry. That's beautiful. Wow. Never realized how beautiful Russia was. Like, this is, it has that old European style attached to it too, that it makes it unique. Wow. Let me know what you guys see in the comment section below. I mean, even you guys knew how beautiful your country was, those people from Russia. I would love to know. Let me know if you would like me to react to more content when it comes down to Russia stuff. I'll see you in the next one.